We'll see.
Can I bitch about the Seahawks?
Okay, go nuts.
Okay. So, first of all, they looked pretty decent to start the game. They were very okay. The offense started off. I think they scored on their first 4 drives, or at least Jason Myers didn't miss a field goal. But they looked okay, and that's exactly what I want to see. This is a very good offense on paper. The receiver talent they have, insane. The offensive line they have, really good. Obviously, Kenneth Walker is really good. And Geno Smith was looking, at least at the start of the game, really freaking good. But then the wheels fell off, and it was a tale of 2 halves. The Seahawks in the second half, and I'm discounting garbage time. They only had 3 yards of offense in the second half, and they were outscored, I think, 23-0. What the f is that? I'm sorry, editor Simon. I'm a little bit removed from it. I had to go anger bike. I just biked up a hill because I was so mad about what had happened. It was one of the most depressing halves of football I think I've ever watched in my entire life. Because it was just it just felt inevitable at a certain point. We're getting dunked on by a guy named Puka Nakua was putting up Jerry Rice numbers on our asses because we can't get a pass rush. Stafford would just sit back in the pocket all day and pick apart our weak ass zones. It was just an awful showing. And even to put a little salt in the wound, our biggest weakness from last year, the run defense, it actually looked pretty good. We stopped the Rams on the run. It's just that, we focused all of our attention on doing that. Congratulations. We now suck at everything else. I am now confirmed a moron for saying the Seahawks would make it to the Super Bowl. I am changing my tune. This team is genuinely awful, and I think they will go 0-17. That was the most uninspired football I think I've seen in my entire life in the second half of that game, and now we get to play the Lions. I am so looking forward to getting blown out 50-0 next week, as Geno Smith goes and buries his head between his ass. Plus, we have all of our players got injured. Tyler Lockett got a concussion. Charles Cross broke his toe, and Abraham Lucas blew up his knee. Looking forward to 2024. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Otherwise, good game.
This was when I was fully watching Red Zone at this point in the game. So they were not showing a lot of Rams Seahawks. I was also very much engrossed in my TikTok feed at this point. I was very done with watching football. But I just remember, I think I for some reason was not next to my TV. I might have been making a sandwich, and I just got a text from Caleb that just says, I think I'm going to be swearing a lot on the podcast today. So I think that pretty much describes the Seahawks game in a nutshell. We can move on. Dolphins-Chargers. I don't have anything to say on the Seahawks game. Kenneth Walker, you me. Add another swear in there. Kenneth Walker, you sewered me. It also, speaking of Dolphins-Chargers, Tyreek Hill, I was playing him in fantasy this week. He picked my whole team up, took me behind the barn, and screwed me to hell, and I lost the whole damn week. I was winning up until that. I was up 20 goddamn points. Tyreek Hill sucks. God damn it. I'm so mad. It was so frustrating. I turned off my phone for 20 minutes, and I turned it back on, and I'm losing by 30. And I was so pissed. I half the fun of watching. That's what I fully tuned out of these games, by the way. The second that it got to that point in the Dolphins game when Tyreek Hill just became the second coming of Christ and just could catch and ran with everything, I was so mad.